Twaje kwitoza kugira ngo hagize igihugu muri yase kigize ibibazo gifite intege nke kidashoboye kwitabara kitabaje ibihugu bya yase yuko byaza bikagitabara. Nibyo twitoje rero kandi twabonye ko dufite ubushobozi bwatabara bibaye ngombwa. Nubwo batitabiriye baramutse batwitabaje twego twabatabara nta.
The East African region faces real and potential complex emergencies that can threaten the social, economic, cultural, and political well-being of its people.
I urge you all to take the knowledge and experience gained here and disseminate them with your respective countries and beyond.
Bahaye ikaze mwebwe mukurikira ibiganiro kuri Amahugurwa Gasabo TV by'umwihariko mu biganiro byo ku Karubanda. Uyu munsi nk'ukuri kubireba inyuma yanjye aha turi ni ku kigo cya Gako cya gisirikare kiberaho imyitozo ya gisirikare. Hari amahugurwa agiye gusozwa y'ingabo za Afurika y'Iburasirazuba. Na amahugurwa ari mu bwoko bwa Field Training Exercise azwi nka ushirikiano imara. Na amahugurwa ngarukamwaka ni imyitozo imaze icyumweru kirenga yitabiwe n'ibihugu by'u Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania ndetse na Kenya. Yitabiriwe n'abasirikare, abapolisi ndetse n'abasivile bari ku rwego rwayo. Mu ngabo zirimo harimo ingabo za gisirikare, abapolisi ndetse n'abasivile. Mu ngabo harimo kandi zirwanira ku butaka, izishinzwe umutekano mu mazi ndetse n'izirwanira mu kirere. Ni imyitozo igamije kwitegura kwa karere mu gihe habayeho impamvu ituma ibihugu byohereza ingabo mu karere mu kugarura umutekano n'amahoro. Reka mbaho umwanya mukurikire.
Ndagira ngo mbashimire ku gikorwa cy'umuganda dukoze muri uyu mudugudu wacu. Uyu munsi rero tugiye kuganira ku gikorwa cy'amatora ya Perezida wa Repubulika n'ay'abadepite. Umuturage wese cyangwa umuntu wese ugomba gutora agomba kuba afite indangamuntu, agomba kuba ari kuri liste y'itora, ikindi akamenya naho agomba gutorera. Dufite rero umutumirwa wacu arabidusobanurira neza.
Ngiye mfite ikibazo.
Yego.
Ubu ngiye nzasubira kwivuko ngiye gutorerayo kuba nakosoye n'amaliste y'itora ntahari.
Muyobozi.
Yego. Ko rwo mbere ngiye gutora ubwo bizagenda gute?
Ni muhumura byaroroshye. Ubu ngubu ukoresheje ikoranabuhanga. Ushobora kwireba kuri liste y'itora naho uzatorera. Reka turebe uko bikorwa. Fata telefone yawe. Kanda akanyenyeri 169 urwego uwemeze. Turagendana. Hitamo ururimi. Shyiramo rimwe ku makuru y'utora. Shyiramo indangamuntu yawe uyandike neza. Shyiramo rimwe urebe umwirondoro wawe. Aho ngaho urabona amakuru y'utora, amazina naho uzatorera. Niba ubona ari byo kanda rimwe wemeze. Niba amakuru ubonye atari yo shyiramo kabiri wemeze. Ushaka kwimura kuri liste y'itora rero kanda akanyenyeri 169 urwego wemeze. Hitamo ururimi. Shyiramo rimwe ku makuru y'utora. Shyiramo indangamuntu yanditse neza. Hitamo kabiri wiyimura kuri liste y'itora. Ubwo urahitamo intara, hitamo akarere, hitamo umurenge, hitamo akagari, hitamo umudugudu. Hitamo rimwe wemeze ko amakuru ushyizemo ajyanye nawo wifuza gutorera. Murumva bitoroshye se? Nawe irebe kuri liste y'itora cyangwa wiyimure bitewe nawo wifuza kuzatorera. Maze uzabasha kwitorera Perezida wa Repubulika n'abadepite.
Good morning and welcome to the closing ceremony of the 13th East African Community Field Training Exercise Ushirikiano Imara 2024. I am Lieutenant Colonel Simon Kabera, the Master of Ceremony of today's event. Sir, I would like to give the highlights of today's program. Shortly, I will invite the exercise director to brief on the exercise. Thereafter, we will have the Chief of Defense Staff Forces of Rwanda Defense Force, to give his remarks. The East African Community Secretary General will thereafter deliver her speech. After that, we'll listen to the keynote address by the guest of honor. The guest of honor, sir, I will then request the Force Commander to hand over the flag to the head of mission, and thereafter I will request you to move to the saluting dais and receive the East African Community flag from the head of mission, and hand over the East African Community flag to the flag party. I will give subsequent agenda in the due course. The guest of honor, sir, permit me to invite the exercise director to deliver his speech. The exercise director, sir.
Good afternoon, and welcome to official closing ceremony of 13th East African Community Armed Forces Training Exercise of Ushirikiano Imara 2024. I'm Major General Andrew Kagame, Exercise Director. As we gather here today to mark the closing of this significant exercise, I'm filled with deep sense of pride and accomplishment. This exercise has been a remarkable journey of collaboration, resilience, and shared commitment to enhancing the security and stability of our region. Over the past few weeks, we have engaged in rigorous training, tested our operational capabilities, and strengthened our interoperability. This exercise has not only been witness to our military proficiency, but also to spirit of unity and cooperation that binds us as member states of East African Community. Our primary objective was to enhance our collective capability to respond to complex security challenges. I'm pleased to report that we have achieved this through successfully conducting joint operations that simulated real-world scenarios which required coordination and swift decision-making. These exercises have tested our readiness and highlighted areas for improvement. By working closely with East African Community partner states, we have improved our interoperability, ensuring that in times of need, we can operate seamlessly as a unified force. Effective logistic support is the backbone of any successful operation. This exercise has allowed us to refine our logistics, ensuring efficient mobilization of supplies and reinforcement. Our training covered a wide range of tactical and strategic elements, including but not limited to the following. We have honed our skills in the areas such as peace support operations, counterterrorism, counter-piracy, and disaster management, preparing us to face diverse areas of security threats. Effective command and control. We have focused on enhancing our command structures, communication protocols, and decision-making process. Winning the hearts and minds, we engaged in civic military cooperation exercises, emphasizing the role of our forces in supporting and protecting civilian population. While we celebrate our success, it is equally important to reflect on the lessons learned. Each challenge we encountered has provided valuable insights that will guide our future training and operation. Moving forward, we must strengthen our partnership and maintain the momentum of cooperation beyond this exercise. Regular joint training and information sharing are essential for sustaining regional security. Build on the lessons learned to further enhance our training program, focusing on emerging threats, technological advancements, and innovative tactics. Continue to work toward a stable and secure East African region, taking advantage of our collective strength to address any security challenge that may arise. This exercise would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of many individuals and organizations. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the East African Secretariat for their active participation and collaboration, the logistic and support teams whose efforts ensured the smooth execution of the exercise, and most importantly, to the participants. Your commitment, professionalism, and cooperation have been really truly inspiring. Sir, as we conclude the 13th CSC FTX Ushirikani Imara 2024, let us carry forward the lessons learned, the bonds forged, and the spirit of unity that has defined this exercise. Together, we are stronger, more resilient, and better prepared to safeguard the peace and stability of our beloved region. Thank you, and I wish you all the safe journey back home to your respective homes. May we continue to work together for peaceful and prosperous East Africa. God bless you all.
The guest of honor, sir, with your permission, I would like to invite the Chief of Defense Staff, Grand Defense Forces, for his remarks.
Honorable Minister of Defense of the Republic of Rwanda and guest of honor, sir, allow me to request some of the honorables here present to stand for recognition. It seems this part had been left for you, but since I've requested to do it for you, allow me to do this. I request, first and foremost, the East African Community Secretary General, Honorable Veronica Nduva, to stand for recognition. I request the Honorable Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, the Republic of Uganda, Honorable Jacob Maxson, or both of us, to stand for recognition. I request the Honorable Minister of State for Regional Cooperation, NAFET, General Retired James Kabarebe, to stand for recognition. Thank you, sir. I request the Honorable Governor of Eastern Province, Rwanda, Mr. Prudence Rubingisa, to stand for recognition. I request the Secretary General of National Security Intelligence and Security Services to stand for recognition, Mr. Emable. I request the Commissioner General of Rwanda Correction Services to stand for recognition. Honorable Minister of Defense of the Republic of Rwanda and guest of honor, distinguished guests, all protocols observed, good afternoon, na jambo sana. I'm honored and privileged to stand here before you at this important occasion to participate in the closing ceremony of the 13th ESC Armed Forces Field Training Exercise, FTX Ushirikiano Imara 2024. I'm well aware that you have been seriously involved in the field of training that has been rigorous, challenging, but also rewarding in terms of knowledge and skills. The FTX Ushirikiano Imara 2024 context depicts a real situation which I'm sure some of you have experienced in real situations and all witnessed in our region and beyond. You will agree with me that these threats bring significant security challenges. Therefore, with no doubt and across the board, this training has added much value into your knowledge, skills, and experience of simultaneously dealing with cross-cutting security challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, the FTX Ushirikiano Imara 2024 is not only designed to enable you to deal with threats that are complex and challenging, like terrorism, disaster, piracy, and others, but also enable us to build a robust bond of friendship, close collaboration, cohesion, trust, confidence, hence ensure interoperability, and therefore more capability to deal with our common regional as well as national problems. I would like to urge the East African partner states to have many of such exercises that bring us together and enable us to build strong security institutions that generate and sustain homegrown solutions. Obviously, this needs not be overemphasized because indigenous problems require indigenous solutions. In other words, build regional systems to address regional problems. Thanks to our regional leaders that spend much effort and resource in building the necessary capacity to solve our own problems. Honorable guest of honor, sir, before I conclude, allow me to extend my profound appreciation to the EAC partner states, EAC Secretariat, exercise participants, subject matter experts, coordinators, and all that have contributed to the success of the 13th EAC Armed Forces Field Training Exercise, Ushirikiano Imara 24. Also, I would like to sincerely thank the Rwanda Defense Forces and sister security institutions for readiness to host professional organizations and hospitality accorded to our sisters and brothers of EAC partner states. Well done. With those few remarks, Honorable Minister, Honorable Ministers, Chief of Defense Staffs, and Chief of Defense Forces, distinguished delegates, guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your kind attention. Asante sana. Long live African community. Long live East African community. Long live Rwanda. Long live RDF and sister security institutions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, the Chief of Defense Staff, Rwanda Defense Forces. The guest of honor, sir, may I now kindly request the East African Community Secretary General to deliver her speech. The Secretary General, Madam.
Juvenal Marizmunda, Minister of Defense, Republic of Rwanda. Honorable Jacob Oboth, Minister of Defense, Republic of Uganda. Minister for State, Regional Cooperation, Honorable James Kaberebe, Honorable Governor of Eastern Province, Honorable Ministers, Representatives, Principal Secretaries present, members of the East African Legislative Assembly and members of the Parliament of Rwanda, chiefs of the defense forces or their representatives, members of diplomatic corps, service commanders and general officers, head of mission of exercise, Ushirikiano Imara, Dr. Alice Uwagaga, EAC Defense Liaison Officers, heads of defense forces contingents from East Africa Community Partner States, members of defense forces contingents from East Africa Partner States, civil police, correctional service officers, civilians participating, invited guests. Good afternoon. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the East African community, I extend our gratitude to the government and the people of the Republic of Rwanda, the Ministry of Defense, and the Rwanda Defense Forces for the successful hosting of this event. Thank you for the warm hospitality, the excellent facilities provided to our defense forces during this exercise. The field training exercise, Ushirikiano Imara 2024, involved 1,130 participants and was conducted in accordance to the EAC Defense Sector Calendar of Activities under the provisions of the East African Community Protocol on Cooperation in Defense Affairs. The 4 pillars of this cooperation include military training, joint operations, technical collaborations, visits, and exchange of information. Ladies and gentlemen, unity, peace, stability, and strength are essential for defending our common interests as East Africans. While international partnerships matter, we must find lasting solutions to our own challenges. The East African Community Cooperation in Defense offers significant scope and prospects. Since 2005, the EAC has conducted a series of joint military exercises focused on peace support operations, counter-terrorism, counter-piracy, and disaster management. I am proud to say that these exercises are entirely conceived, organized, and funded by the East African Community partner states. This self-reliance is something we aim to replicate across all our EAC activities and programs. Unity, peace, stability, and strength are essential for defending our common interests as East Africans. This year, the East African partner states sent their contingents, with the exception of the republics of Burundi, South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Federal Republic of Somalia, who were not there for a myriad of reasons. The objectives of the field training exercise, Ushirikiano Imara 2024, includes enhancing interoperability between the EAC partner states, defense forces, and other key stakeholders, evaluating readiness in response to complex security challenges, and practicing EAC standard operating procedures. The exercise also focused on command, control, communication, and information in combined joint operations. I am pleased to report that these objectives have been achieved. The preparations of these exercises were preceded with a concept development conference, the initial planning conference, the main planning conference, and the final planning conference. I express gratitude to the EAC members of the summit, heads of state, the Sectoral Council on Cooperation in Defense, and the heads of defense forces for their support and leadership, which contributed to the success of this very noble event. Ladies and gentlemen, the East African region faces real and potential complex emergencies that can threaten the socio-economic, cultural, and political well-being of its people. These threats include natural and man-made disasters, poverty, disease, porous borders, proliferation of small arms, internal strife, terrorism, and insecurity in neighboring states. It is crucial to develop the East African community's capacity to handle such emergencies and threats. The Ushirikiano Bora exercise, the Ushirikiano Imara exercise, aims to enhance these capabilities with participants from the military, the civil police, and civilians in planning and conducting peace support operations, disaster management, counter-terrorism, and counter-piracy operations. Additionally, during this field training exercise, Ushirikiano Imara 2024, civilian-military cooperation projects were carried out and handed over to the local civil authority. These projects, and specifically these water projects, are a testament to our commitment to fostering closer cooperation and building trust between the military and the civilian communities, contributing to the overall development and stability of the region. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I would like to express appreciation to our defense forces for consolidating and spearheading the East African Community Integration Agenda. This exercise demonstrates our commitment to unity, common defense, security, peace, and development. Seeing members of the defense forces, civil police, and civilians come together under the community auspices for a military field training exercise inspires hope and prospects for future integration and progress in East Africa. Honorable Ministers, Chiefs of Defense Forces, distinguished delegates, God bless you, and God bless the East African community. I thank you.
The guest of honor, sir, it is now my honor to invite you to give your keynote address and thereafter receive the ESC flag from the head of mission.
Your Excellency, the East African Community Secretary General, Honorable Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs of the Republic of Uganda, Minister of State for Regional Cooperation in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Rwanda, the Governor of Eastern Province, Rwanda, the Chief of Defense Staff, Rwanda Defense Force, representative of the Chief of Defense Forces from the East African Community Partner States, the Secretary General of National Intelligence and Security Service, the Commissioner General, Rwanda Corrections Service, the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of administration and personnel, service chiefs, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the East African Legislative Assembly, members of the Parliament of Rwanda, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Exercise Director, generals, senior officers, head of mission, exercise participants, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed, good afternoon. On behalf of the government of Rwanda, I'm honored to address you today at the closing ceremony of the 13th East African Community Armed Forces Field Training Exercise, Ushirikiano Imara 2024. It has been a privilege to host this successful and impactful field training exercise, which has brought together the armed forces, police, and civilian components of the partner states of the East African community to enhance our collective capabilities and strengthen our regional integration process. Over the past week, we have witnessed firsthand the professionalism, dedication, and camaraderie of the participants as they worked together to tackle security challenges and achieve our common objectives. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the problem of ensuring common security has been a matter of concern for nations through all ages, but the 21st century has been exceptionally challenging. Over time and through experience, it has been proven that no country alone can handle these challenges, no matter how strong. Our leadership recognizes and appreciates that the East African Community Partner States work together to effectively tackle challenges that require collective solutions. In my view, this exercise serves as a testament to our shared determination and resolve to enhance interoperability and consolidate our collective security response mechanisms and procedures. Enhancing interoperability, cooperation, and unity of command have been at the forefront of this exercise, and I am pleased to hear that you have risen to the occasion excellently. By engaging in integrated exercises, we have not only enhanced our operational efficiency, but also forged strong bonds of trust and friendship among our national security institutions of the military, police, and civilian. This exercise has reinforced the concept that through collaboration and mutual support, we can overcome any obstacle that threaten our regional security, peace, and stability. As we conclude this exercise, it is crucial that we reflect on the achievements and challenges encountered. This reflection will guide us to identify areas that require further attention and improvement. I was informed that the next 3 days are dedicated to after-action review, and I wish to task the after-action review team to come up with a thorough and comprehensive report which will guide the running and conduct of future exercises. It is through continuous learning and adaptation that we can enhance our ability to effectively address the complex multinational and multidimensional regional security challenges. Dear participants, I urge you all to take the knowledge and experience gained here and disseminate them with your respective countries and beyond. Let us remain committed to the principles of East African community of promoting security, peace, and stability and prosperity for all our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I extend my sincere gratitude to the EAC partner states, EAC Secretariat, exercise leadership and participants, and all those who contributed to the success of Ushirikiano Imara 2024. My appreciation also goes to Rwanda Defense Force for successfully hosting and facilitating this exercise. At this juncture, honorable ministers, Chief of Defense Staff, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my humble pleasure to declare the 13th EAC Armed Forces Field Training Exercise, Ushirikiano Imara 2024, officially closed. Thank you, and may God bless our nations and the East African community.
Salute!
Thank you, the head of mission. Our guest of honor will hand over the flag to the flag party. Thank you, sir, the guest of honor.
imyitozo kuri Nshuro yagenze ite muravuga iki ku bihugu bititabiriye bitagaragaza ubushake bwo kwitabira
imyitozo yagenze neza twageze ku ntego twashakaga intego yari yo kugarura amahoro muri iki gihugu cya Kangoma kandi amahoro yaragarutse abaturage basubiranye umutekano n'umutuzo.
Twavuga ko aya imyitozo isize iki bafatanya hagati y'ingabo z'igihugu cya Yase n'ukurikije ibyo kibaga bagendaga baganira hagati yabo.
Isize ubushake hagati y'ibihugu bya Yase bwo gukemura ibibazo byabo, ibibazo biri mu karere, ubushake n'ubumenyi ariko no gushyira hamwe. Navuga ko izo mpamvu eshatu nicyo amahugurwa adusigiye: ubushake, imyitozo n'ubushobozi bwo gutabara kugira ngo tugarure amahoro mu gihugu cyagize akaga.
Ukurikije uko mwitozo urabona habaye hari igihugu kimwe cya Yase wenda kibiyambaza umwanya
nicyo twaje kwitoza kugira ngo hagize igihugu muri Yase kigize ibibazo gifite intege nke kidashoboye kwitabara kitabaje ibihugu bya Yase yuko byaza bikagitabara. Nibyo twitoje rero kandi twabonye ko dufite ubushobozi bwatabara bibaye ngombwa. Twakoze ibikorwa bitandukanye, twahaye abaturage amazi, abaturage bagera ku 3,000 ba Rweru twabahaye amazi kandi bwari ubufatanye bwa Yase, ibihugu bya Yase.
Kubaha amazi byo bivuze iki?
Bivuze yuko barafite ikibazo cy'amazi kandi muzi ko amazi ari ubuzima. Kuba rero twe twarashoboye guha amazi abantu bari bakeneye, twakoze ibintu bikomeye cyane. Si nibyo gusa, twubatse intindo, twubatse ibitaro, twubatse amashuri, twabanye abantu mu kaga bahuye n'ibiza. Hari Kangoma yari ifite ibibazo by'abantu bahuye n'ibiza, twavanye mu kaga, twarubakiye, tubasize nibura ahantu badashobora kongera guhura n'ibyo byago bagize.
Mu rwego rwo kubungabunga ibyo bikorwa remezo abaturage bahawe cyangwa bakorewe murabasaba,
turabasaba yuko ibikorwa urabihabwa ariko ukagomba kubirinda. Twabasabye yuko nubwo bahawe ibikorwa ariko ari inshingano zabo kugira ngo bajye bareba ukuntu bakwiye kubirinda ntibizangirike. So ibyo twarabibasabye kugira ngo nabo bagire ubushake n'ubushobozi kugira ngo barinde ibyo bahawe.
Ko ari ingaruka mwaka, uyu mwaka hari gishya
hiyongereyeho kumenya kugira ubumenyi bwo kurwanya ibyihebe mu mazi. Amazi mvugane na amazi ya Kivu muzi ko ari twayigize inyanja kugira ngo dushobore kurwanya ibyihebe birimo. Muzi ko ibyihebe ku isi biri ahantu henshi. Hari ibyihebe byo ku butaka, hari ibyihebe byo mu mazi. Ibyo ku butaka twaje dufite inshingano zo kugira ngo tubirwanye. Iki gihugu cyari gifite ikibazo cy'ibyihebe byitwa tikura, bari barayugoje igihugu cya Kangoma. Twarabirwanije, twasanga aho bari mu bwihisho bwabo, turarwanya turabatsinda, ariko hari n'ikibazo cy'ibyihebe byo mu mazi bitaremenyere kurwanya. Twazanye ubushobozi n'ubumenyi bwo kurwanya ibyihebe byo mu mazi. Navuga ko ari cyo gishangira ngo izi ngabo za IAC zakoze gihambaye, kuko twari dufite ingabo zirwanira mu mazi, zarwanira ibyihebe byo mu mazi.
Mpamvu iki ku bihugu bititabiriye?
Ibihugu bititabiriye bizitabira buri ubutaha. Buriya gushyira hamwe, iyo tuvuga umutekano w'ibihugu bishyize hamwe, ntabwo byose bigira ubushake busa bungana, ntabwo bagira ubushobozi bungana. Hari abaje kubera ko nta bushobozi, hari n'abaje kubera impamvu zindi njyewe ntatindaho, ariko buriya ishyerezo iyo hari ibihugu bikeya bifite ubushake bifite ubushobozi byerekana umurongo, ibindi bikazaza bikitabira ishyerezo byari byose ndizera ariko bizitabira.
Kuba hari ibihugu bititabiriye kandi wenda biba mu muryango wa EAC, ntabwo bashobora kubatabaza mugashidikanya kubatabara? Oya,
iyo batwitabaje baba bakeneye ubufasha. Muri mu mategeko agenga IAC bivuze yuko uwo rero wese yaba afite ubushake, yaba adafite ubushake, yaba afite ubushobozi atabufite, agomba gutabarwa. Biri mu mahame ya IAC. Ni ukuvuga rero ngo nubwo batitabiriye baramutse batwitabaje, twebwe twabatabara.
Hanyuma kandi ni imyitozo se wenda yari imaze igihe kingana iki? Hari ijambo ihuje abangana gute bavuye mu bihugu? Hari n'ijambo mukunda kuvuga ngo igihugu cya Kangoma nacyo mu kidusoza.
Ubaje ikibazo cya mbere uti cyahuje exercise yahuje ibihugu bine. Yahuje u Rwanda, yahuje Kenya, yahuje Tanzania, yahuje na Uganda. Twese hamwe anga muri imyitozo twari 1152. Twese hamwe na harimo abayobozi b'ingabo, harimo n'ingabo zakora akazi bisanzwe. Twese hamwe twari umubare. Kuba rero igihugu cya Kangoma mpora mvuga ndakivuga ko impamvu iyo tugiye gukora imyitozo nk'iyi, ntabwo tuvuga igihugu kigize IAC, kuko bivuze igihugu kigize IAC byateza ikibazo cya politiki. Ariko tuvushaka igihugu izina Kangoma, mbuzi ko ari izina ry'ahantu mu Rwanda hitwa Kangoma, ariko ntago ari igihugu, ni agace twakise Kangoma kugira ngo dushobore gutabara. Ariko ibibazo byose iki gihugu cya Kangoma gifite ni ibibazo ibihugu muri byagize akaga muri Afurika bisanzwe bigira. Iyo tuvuga ikibazo cya kibiza, ibiza nta hantu bitari, biza byarateye kandi byica abantu, bisenyera abantu. Iyo tuvuga ibyihebe biri ahantu hose. Ibyihebe biri muri Somalia, muzi ko nayo ari member state, biri muri DRC, ADF biri muri Mozambique. So nta hantu bitaba. So no kuvuga ngo iyo twiga kugira ngo tubirwanye, tuba twiga kugira ngo turwanye ikibazo kiriho mu karere. Iyo tuvuga umutekano muke, iteka uzanwa n'abantu barinda amahoro, nta hantu bitaba. So dushaka ibibazo biri ahantu dushobora gutabara kandi biri ahantu ngaha mu karere ariko ntabwo Kangoma ni igihugu twahimbye, ni igihugu kugira ngo dushobore gukora ibyo tugomba gukora. Ntabwo ari igihugu kibaho, ni igihugu twahimbye kugira ngo dukore amahugurwa yacu.
Abitabiriye imyitozo yose bose babashije kwisoza,
bayishoje neza cyane bose bayishoje nk'ukuntu batangiye, kandi nabishimira yuko n'ubushake n'umwete n'umurava w'abantu bose, nabyo bitanga icyizere cy'uko aho twerekeza tujya heza kandi tuzagera ku ntego twiyemeje. Murakoze.